Are we live? We live. What's going on? Let me go here. Hey. All right, you guys, we are live, right? So today we are going to be talking about 3 things that I have learned from free traffic strategies, right? 3 things that I learned about free marketing, free exposure, right? This is usually the way that most of us come online. Most of us, we come online, and the first thing that we do is we run the free marketing strategy, we run the free exposure. Whether that's because, we don't have the cash flow to invest in marketing, whether we feel like maybe we need more money to be able to invest in it. Maybe you just don't have the faith to invest in paid strategies, so you go the free route, right? And so I want to kind of give you guys some game, 3 things I learned, 3 lessons that I learned to kind of prepare you for what you are really up against and what you really need to be thinking about when it comes to free advertising, free marketing strategies, especially on social media, right? And so the first thing I'm going to be looking at my notes here, right? So one of the first things that I learned, right, about free marketing strategies, you guys, is right, all free strategies are not made equal, right? All free strategies are not made equal. And so I'm going to tell you a story about how I first got started into free marketing strategies, right? And so for me, I came from a door-to-door background. I was going business to business, and I was in a particular business where my mentor, he was actually against door-to-door, but I didn't have a network that we could really connect to and invite to see the products, to get demonstrations and things of that nature. So I really was building my network from scratch at this point. And so after getting tired of going door to door, going to hotels, going to different apartment complexes, passing out flyers, and all of these hardcore things, face to face things, right? That really weren't giving me a lot of results, right? I was hustling, seeing people, but for whatever reason, I wasn't doing things that was getting results, right? I was passing out business cards, but those business cards weren't getting me calls. Passing out flyers, but those flyers weren't getting me calls or sign-ups or sales, right? And so when I came online, I found a dude actually on YouTube. I'm not going to say his name, right? And so I ended up, paying for some training for him, right? And he said, look, if you don't do a video every day, I'm not going to talk to you, right? And so I went on a video spree, you guys. So I first started off doing free video marketing on YouTube. Now, this is going to get me into my second point, and it's going to let you kind of put together why all free marketing isn't made equal, right? And so what I learned about YouTube and SEO, right, was that it was a slow build strategy, right? It was slow, meaning the scale on YouTube, right? If there is a scale to how fast you're going to take off, the scale is going to be like real low for a while, and then it kind of just gradually starts to go up. That's how YouTube works. And see, I was looking for instant gratification, right? I was looking for instant money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get the bag. You feel? So I seen that he was making money from YouTube, so I figured that I could, right? And so all traffic is not made equal, right? Even though he was making money on YouTube, the reason that I struggled with YouTube was because I didn't understand the slow build. I didn't understand the keywords. Like I didn't understand how to get traffic. And so I wasn't getting traffic, right? I was doing videos, but those videos weren't getting ranked under keywords. Those videos weren't getting views. Those videos weren't getting exposure, which means I wasn't getting sales, right? And so the next thing that I learned was there's a difference, right? Even though there's a lot of different free and paid strategies, right? There's a difference between free slow and free fast, right? And don't get me wrong, right? The thing about YouTube and the slow SEO gradual growth of it is once it gets to a certain level, it brings you in leads and sales, right? And so years later down the line, after I had met this mentor and we weren't in contact anymore, I started having videos pop, right? Videos started popping. I started getting views, daily leads, sales, things of that nature, right? But I didn't understand the process in the beginning. And in the beginning, YouTube really wasn't the best strategy for the situation that I was in, right? I was in a strategy where I was in a job that I didn't like. I wasn't making a lot of money and I was trying to get out of that job. And I didn't have a clear vision on how to use YouTube to, get out of that job within 6 months to a year. And I didn't have the staying power at that moment in time, right? So fast tracking, we're going to move forward, right? And so I found a different mentor down the line, right? And started to get into Instagram, right? Now, at the time, right, this is a free strategy, right? Instagram marketing, right? At the time, I had about 400 friends on Instagram or followers on Instagram. Didn't have a lot of exposure, but I was just looking for a strategy that's going to give me faster results, right? Because YouTube wasn't doing much for me at that time. And so, boom, getting the Instagram, and found a guy that had a nice following and started learning how to build my following. And so what happened was is I started growing my following, right? I went from 400 to 3,000 followers within a month's time, right? And I was excited about that, right? So I started getting sales, I started getting leads, right? And so this is the free versus fast strategies, right? But what I was doing with that specific Instagram account, besides the strategy, so to give you the guys the strategy or the free strategy of Instagram at that point in time, all I was doing, I was using a combination of hashtags, right, which are slow growing strategies. So don't get me wrong, it wasn't the only way that I was growing. But what I was also doing was I was following very specific groups of people, engaging with them, and sending them comments and messages, right? And so because I was doing that within that 30-day period, my following blew up, right? Because I was following people, I was engaging, right? Oh my God, forgot how to spell, right? Engaging, but I was also doing video, right? I was also doing video. So I wasn't doing a lot of those, text posts. I was sharing quotes here and there, but I was doing quotes in videos. So every day, these people were seeing videos of me, right? And so I started getting results. All of a sudden, I'm getting leads, I'm getting sales, right? Things are going good, right? Now, what I really want you guys to understand is there was a reason for that. Now, let me even take it back. Some of you guys may have Instagram right now, and your Instagram is growing. Some of you guys may be promoting your business on Facebook right now, but your Facebook isn't growing. So in a second, I'm going to get to the attraction blueprint to I actually wrote it down here to really just start getting a floodgate of buyers, right? And the blueprint that I follow, right? And so the third thing that I learned, right? The third thing that I learned, right? So first thing I learned was all traffic wasn't made equal. As you guys understand from my Instagram and my Facebook story, right? I wasn't getting any results on YouTube. Even though I get results now, today, this was like 4 years ago. I wasn't making it work, but I was making it work with Instagram, right? And so the third thing that I realized, right, is your brand equals, right, your influence, right? This is the next thing that I realized. And I didn't realize this until later on because I was starting to get results, but I really couldn't explain why I was getting it, right? I just knew I was doing videos and people were reaching out, right? So your brand equals your influence, right? But your content is what creates your brand, not your logos and all those other different things, not the colors of your website, right? Your content creates your brand. And so when I say brand, I mean what people think of when they see your content, when they see your post, right? So this was the thing that started making things powerful for me, right? Because I was creating videos and creating content, those videos and content started creating influence, which started equaling my brand, right? This was the transition for me to where it became powerful and people started coming to me, right? Well, I wasn't no longer chasing people trying to give them my business card or saying, please call me, sir, if you need this product. I wasn't on Facebook messaging 1,000 people saying, hey, check this out, right? What I was doing is I was creating content. That content started to attract people to me, right? And so now let's kind of get into these tips, right? Because these tips is going to kind of help you create a blueprint, and these are the tips that I follow to make all of this work for me to start getting daily leads and sales. And you can use this to really start implementing it in your business, right? And so the attraction blueprint, where's my eraser? I'm tripping, right? So the attraction blueprint, and there's different levels to it. I'm just going to break it down in the simplest form, right? The attraction blueprint on how you can start creating more audience that buys from you, right? There's a few different steps to it, right? Step number one, what I always do is I profile itchy buyers, right? These are people that I know already have an idea of what they're looking for. These are people that already know they have a problem, and I already know I have a solution for them for their problem. Right? I start profiling itchy buyers. So, for instance, if I'm selling like a protein drink, I start profiling people that buy protein drinks. If I sell sunglasses, I start profiling people that wear sunglasses. And online, I use different tools to do that, right? Sometimes I go to different brands, right? So the way you can profile each buyer is go to different brand pages, right? Different influencers, right? I go to different blogs, right? Different. I go to my competition, right? Go to my competition, right? These are all the things that I go to start finding who that perfect person is, right? Number two thing that I do, right, is I create. Let me look at my notes. I create bait to attract them, right? I create bait to attract them and put them all in one area, right? So I'm gonna break this down like in as far as the complex tools and things of that nature, the strategies and all of that. But I want you guys to understand the basic foundations of the concept first, right? And so the first thing I do is I profile itchy buyers, right? Then I create bait to attract these people, right? This bait could be in the form of videos. This bait could be in the form of images that I post on Instagram or Facebook. This bait could be, anything, right? Depending on what strategy I'm using, what platform I'm using, right? Bait could be an ebook. This bait could be a free checklist, right? So I create a piece of content bait, right? And then all I do is drive traffic. These people, right? All I'm doing is driving people to this bait, right? Those are the real steps. Now, As far as conversions, like I said, I'm going to break that down for you guys in a later video, right? But those are basically the things that I learned about free traffic, right? First thing first, like I said, all free traffic is not made equal, right? What somebody's doing on Facebook and Instagram is not going to be necessarily what you can do, right? And so I'll be on live all day if I let my mind run. And so you have to pick what you want to do, right? And there's different there's different mindsets behind different strategies, right? So I'm going to break it down like this. You can have the SEO strategy, which is your YouTube and your blogging, or you can have your social media strategy, right? Social media strategy. I'm just going to put SM, right? And so this in the beginning, may start off slow, right? This, your social media strategy may start off fast, right? So understand this, right? Because maybe you can create a strategy that involves both of them that works for you depending on where you're at in your business, right? And so SEO, this is YouTube, this is blogging, this is article marketing, right? It starts off slow, right? But the thing about SEO is it's extremely targeted, right? Meaning the people that actually do come across your content, your videos, your blog posts, your articles, they're extremely targeted. They're really looking for what you have, right? And so this is just the difference between search and social, right? Search and social, right? And so this is extremely slow but extremely targeted. Over time, like with this graph, this can build up, right? So let's say you create a YouTube channel, you create 10 videos, don't get any views, and all of a sudden, maybe let's say your 30th video, it pops. All of a sudden, you get 20,000 views, right? And now all of a sudden, your channel's getting recommended. So what happens with YouTube is a gradual build, right? And this is really good for a long-term strategy, right? I have mentors right now that only use YouTube for affiliate marketing, for their side business hustles, for network marketing, and that's all they do. They've grown their channel, they've created videos that work for them, they're making passive income because old videos are now working for them and basically selling products for them, right? And that's the strategy they like to do. They don't really like to do social media because social media is, more time consuming, right? But the thing about social media is it starts off fast, right? Depending on how you do it, but it's more complex, right? Because social media is interruption marketing. Interruption, right? So basically, people are scrolling and they're not actually searching for what you had to offer. They just got to be interested enough to click on your video and decide to watch it, right? They got to be interested enough to say, "Hey, I'm actually on that journey." Right? Maybe you create a credit repair video teaching people how to restore their credit, right? And they just decide that they seen it on social media. Man, I am ready to repair my credit, right? But it wasn't like they were looking for it actively, whereas they would be if they were on YouTube, right? It's a different mindset. You're interrupting them, making them think about what goals they have. Whereas for on SEO, they already know what they're looking for. You just have to position yourself to be in front of. Right now, the problems with social media is most people don't have. The problems is most people start off with a untargeted audience, meaning most people start off friends, family, and they haven't profiled their itchy buyers, right? They haven't profiled their buyers, right? You're probably starting off your Facebook friends and family. They don't care about your products or services. You post all day. You could post for 10 years straight, and you will not build a business that way, right? And so this is the issue, right? So you need to start if you want social media to work for you. There's a process, right? And I might break this process down in another video because this video is getting longer than I expected. But social media can be fast if you do it right. And so that's what we're going to actually get in over the next week. I'm going to be giving you guys different ways on how you can build a profile audience, right? Because that's what you need, right? If you sell tea, you need to have an audience of people that buy tea, right? If you sell weight loss uh, protein, right, you need to get in front of people that actually buy those products, right? You don't want to be convincing people changing their lifestyle, right? You just position yourself to be in front of people that are ready to change their lifestyle, right? So, over the next few days, I'm going to show you how to profile these people. I'm going to show you how to actually build a permission based list, meaning you have permission to share your products and services with them because they asked you to, right? Not you spamming them on social media and scaring them away, but them coming to you saying, "Hey, show me, please," right? We're gonna change your positioning and your paradigm, your marketing paradigm, and I'm gonna break that down to you. Right, and so that's what we're gonna show you on the next video, man. If you got value from this video, just comment below. Share with me your thoughts, your ideas, your experience with free marketing strategies. I'm gonna try to go a little bit deeper each video. I don't want the videos to be too long because I want you guys to actually watch them, right? But those are the things that I learned about free marketing. And none free marketing is not made equal. Like none of the strategies are made equal. They all actually depend on your level of influence, right? It has nothing to do with the it does have a lot to do with what you say, but it has everything to do with your influence, um, the goodwill you have with your audience, and the way that you make your offers. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. If you want to learn now how you can start implementing the attraction blueprint in your business, just go to theattractionblueprint.com. It's going to give you a free masterclass showing you exactly how to build your audience, different ways to build it, how to get in front of people that are already looking for you, how to engage them and convert them into customers. So if you want to check that out, go to Attraction Blueprint. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Y'all be blessed.